Hello guys, today's video is about a wonderful game called Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is Canadian game dev's beautiful rendition of an RPG. It's inspired by the classics, but not a different lift. Sabotage Studio did a great job of simply presenting nostalgic elements here and there to great effect without overly relying on them to deliver an experience that is uniquely theirs to express. There were a few key elements that propelled this title near the top of my list, and some smaller things here and there that were okay. All in all, thanks to Sea of Stars, I'm confident in the future of JRPGs, XQ games as we get deeper into the 2020s. This is a story with high fantasy elements and environments. As a quick summary, your two starting characters are known as Solstice Warriors, guardians whose goal is to protect and eradicate the world of dwellers, world-ending monsters. You'll have obstacles and characters who you'll meet along the way, learn new moves, defeat monsters, etc. Usual JRPG formulas. The plot is engaging even during side quests, and the characters you meet have a wide variety of personalities that really make you feel attached to them. It's an overall charming and exciting world, and each area feels like its own. The most strikingly beautiful feature of this game is how the pixel world is presented in an isometric fashion. Maybe it's because some of my most played games all of the time during the 90s were presented that way. Ragnarok Online for one. But out of everything I've played since the day I was born, Sea of Stars has done the best job of presenting a gorgeous isometric world. Second to the beautiful pixel world is my absolute love for this game's soundtrack. The turning point for me was when I stepped into a factory-type place. It really opened my eyes to the way this game uses one of the tracks in my different mind-blowing ways. The soundtrack in the aforementioned area really gave me a 70s vibe of what I think a 70s vibe would sound like, similar to when I listened to David Hasselhoff's True Survivor from Kung Fury. It was awesome and unexpected in a good way. Admittedly, the main characters are a bit bland in my opinion. I think this may have been done on purpose, for self-insert purposes, and because I think the main characters are not truly the main star of this Sea of Stars, if you catch my drift. I found myself way more enamored by the supporting cast, and I seriously believe the game would just be as good even if a G was made the focal point of the entire story. While the combat was not my favorite thing in this game, I enjoyed the planning involved in breaking the more complex locks in certain boss fights. I think the game would have benefited more in a tactical sense if three-way combo skills and lock breaking were a consideration. There is definitely room to make this more exciting. I'm also 50-50 on how I feel about the button timing concept when it comes to less important battles. But it didn't really affect my experience in a negative way. I believe that out of all the elements in this game, the combat has the most potential left to reach. Just as Zale and Valerie keep on doing their push-ups and sit-ups, I hope future Sea of Stars DLC can somehow innovate the combat mechanics further. Roughly 47 hours deep, and after obtaining the 100%, I'm extremely satisfied with my purchase. Sea of Stars is my first Sabotage Studio game, and I look forward to trying The Messenger at some point. Good job to these Canadian game devs for a job well done. The game is beautiful, and I can feel that no concerns were cut when realizing their vision to making a game similar to the RPGs from the 90s. I thoroughly enjoyed reliving that experience with amazing visuals, so if that's what you're looking for, I would recommend the purchase. On the other end of the spectrum, the story is not as engaging, especially when you factor the main characters. They don't question their beliefs, have any inner strife, nor do they conflict with anyone in their main party. They just jump in head first to be the hero, making the adventure less compelling. The side characters are way more interesting and have a personal struggle that you can sympathize with compared to Zale and Valerie. I feel the combat could use some tweaking. The cooler combo moves are also gated by the length of a battle, which are at level 2 and 3. But by the time you can do a level 2 combo move, the battle is already over. So unless you're fighting a boss, you're unlikely to utilize those movesets. But all in all, I can say I really love this game. It's really challenging, fun, and beautiful. So guys, please let me know what do you think about Sea of Stars, if you already tried it and played it, or if you're going to purchase it. Thank you for your attention. It was really a pleasure to do this video for you. See you next one. Bye.